practice using symmetry by reflecting a word over a horizontal line. You can do cursive or printing, so I'll demonstrate both. So first you'll start with writing a word, and for this situation, I'm just going to write the word art. You can use your name, which is always fun. I'm going to add a little bit of style because it makes it a little more interesting, and I want the ends of the letters to connect. Now what I'll do is I'll reflect that across this horizontal line that I folded into the page to be able to see it. And I'll do my best to make it look the same. It's going to be backwards and upside down. So I just stop looking at it as letters and I start just looking at it as patterns at this point. And we'll fix the R in a second. So this line is that way, so we have to turn it to be this way. And this line is this way, so I have to turn it to be going the opposite. So I can now move my paper and I can start looking at the R and fixing it. So I turned it upside down and now I can see it is the word art spelled backwards and flipped around, like if we were looking in a mirror. So I have a narrower top here and quite the long curve. Oh, but it's always more challenging to do the other side. Okay. If I turn it this way, it almost loses its effect. You don't really know. Sometimes you forget that's even a word, but it does have a really pretty thing. And you can use this as a starting point for a lot of different things and patterns to decorate. So I'm going to show you how to do this in cursive, and then I'll show you some other examples. So cursive's a little bit easier because everything connects, but if you don't know cursive, then you're welcome to print. Okay, and so you're going to want your lines to connect on that horizontal line. And I notice this is a little high on the T, so I might drop it down so that it will eventually touch. And then cross the T. And if it's easier, you can just turn your paper upside down and then, or sideways, and just problem solve the best way to write the letter. And you might not do it the same exact way that you did it the first time, because now you're drawing the shapes, and then you can, okay, so you can think about how did you do this, right? How did you do that circle? So you're going to create circle, create this similar slants, similar loop, and then connect it. And then you have the cross that's pretty straight, and then you're going to go ahead and go and clean it up. So it doesn't have to be perfect the first time. And again, when you turn this way, it's almost easier to see because it goes out of context of being a word and it goes into a design. And then you can use this to create a pattern. I've seen cute designs where they have this become like a bug, where they put little antennae and they design it. You can create this as a starting point for like a Zentangle. So here's an example of the Zentangle. Of course, it would just be reflected, and then you would fill in all of the spaces with different patterns and designs. And then there's another one that you can use is creating it like an image of things that you like. So here's a rough draft that I created. So it's just really fast, right? So I did my name, my first name, and then I wrote down a few things that I like and how I wanted to design it, and you would turn it vertical to be able to see it. And then the next couple of images, I will show the final draft. So I'll just put these back here so you can see them. I'll show the final draft in a photograph at the end of this. And thank you so much for drawing with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.